are you looking so guilty about?
I've told you about banging in here without having my secretary announce you.
Sorry.
I'm busy. What do you want?
Well, I finally come to the mountain, and what do I get?
What do you want, Ron?
A job. For Norman.
Tell him to call me.
Look, Dad, I'm here now. Why can't we talk about it?
Norman's old enough and big enough to speak for himself. I'll discuss it with him.
Don't put him through a meat grinder. Let me go tell him he's got a job.
Tell him to call me.
What do you want to do, have him fill out an application?
Now, look, Rod. I run a mill, not a soup kitchen for my relatives.
You know, I don't understand you. The time was you used to bend my ear for hours trying to convince me to get Norman to come work here.
Exactly. We're not short-handed right now.
Oh, yes, you are, by one man. Jack Chandler's in jail. Oh, you didn't know that, did you? So that job on the dock is open, and that's exactly the job that Norman applied for 3 months ago, so you can't very well turn him down.
Next time, see my secretary before you come charging in here.
What's with you? Listen, Norman's gonna need that job. Rita's got doctor bills. It's always a pleasure, Mr. Harrington.
Come in.
Everything's all ready to go, sir.
You're early.
Well, I thought maybe there were some last-minute details or something that I could help you out with.
You might retrieve my cufflink. I just dropped it.
Yes, sir. Wow, that's a great-looking cufflink.
Well, perhaps you can do this more efficiently.
Sure. This little trinket must have set you back a few pennies, huh?
It was a gift.
No, it's a great-looking gift.
Well, since you're here, Weber, you might as well help me.
You know that little girl that's coming to the house? She must really love flowers. It really looks great downstairs, you know. Her eyes have got to just pop right out of her head. Yeah, I even shined our buggy up with such a high shine you could shave in it. Figured you'd like that extra touch, you know. Make the impression.
Oh, don't you worry about impressing her.
Well, I don't see any harm in adding the final little touches. I was wondering, Mr. Peyton, has she ever been here before?
No.
Well, I thought maybe after I picked her up, I could spin her around town and point out some of the more historic spots to her.
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary.
It wouldn't be any trouble.
Why don't you do as you're told? Get me my coat. You know, Weber, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't engage in any conversation with Mrs. Van Leyden, no matter how innocent it may appear.
Oh, I get your point. In other words, no comments, no questions. I don't think you have to worry about it, Mr. Peyton. I'm not going to embarrass you.
Oh, it isn't that, Weber. It's just that she might express interest in certain things that don't directly concern her. I think it's best if I answer any questions she may ask. You know, about the house and about the family.
Well, I only work here, sir.
Well, now you can go to the airport.
Yes, sir.
And I thank you for the assistance.
You're welcome, sir.
Connie? Connie?
this room. I want you to take it away somewhere tonight.
Connie.
I don't care what you do with it. You can give it away or throw it away or burn it. I just don't care. I don't want to look at it anymore.
This isn't going to do any good.
Oh, don't talk to me about doing any good. I don't want to think about it anymore. I just want it out of here.
Excuse me. I thought I was talking to my wife. Both the girls that grew up in this room are part of my life, too. I fathered one of them, and I took the responsibility for the other one. Don't you think this is something we could discuss together? Do something about together? No, I understand your feelings, Connie. But don't expect me to stand idly by and watch everything that reminds us we have a daughter be senselessly thrown away. And everything that reminds us of Rachel, too. These are just things, Connie. Burning them or burying them in a junk heap isn't going to stop the pain.
Maybe those things don't bother you the way they bother me. It is just one of Allison's stuffed animals, but I remember when she got that thing you're holding. She was just 9 years old. She'd just come home from...
All right. I'll take care of them. This is all part of a past no one wants to relive. We should all start fresh. With all of us.
A little more to the left.
Huh.
That's perfect.
Yes, that will do it.
Would you like a drink?
Sherry, please. How lovely you look, Betty.
Thank you. I seem to get the impression your guest is someone very special.
I think you will understand when you meet her.
I can't wait.
She's, well, Betty, she's unique. Where's Stephen?
He'll be down in a minute.
Good. Well, here's to a successful evening. Ah, here she is. Come, Betty. Adrienne, welcome.
Thank you, Martin.
Oh, may I present my granddaughter-in-law, Betty Cord? Betty, this is Mrs. Van Leyden.
Betty?
How do you do?
Ah, Stephen, you're just in time. This is my grandson, Stephen Cord. Stephen, Adrienne Van Leyden.
Stephen?
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
I'll get you a complete rundown on the prominent Mr. Harrington. You know, you play your cards right. You can name your own price. You won't have to worry about a thing the rest of your life.
She could have had her baby safely. As it is now, I can't guarantee a thing.
I'd like to see Rita.
Not at this time.
But Dr. Ross...
I can't allow it.
I'd like to see my wife.